Jacob and Dan sat on the porch together, and brothers, and were watching a Charlie Rose special, and they said a Charlie Rose show, and they said with Andrew Lloyd Webber and Tim Rice, and they said we can write a musical, and
Dan said that we could do that.
We can do that, and Jake said, yeah, okay.
And it was. I was sitting on the couch, and Dan said, we could do that. I said, yeah. He said, why don't we? I said, okay. And so we went on the porch and started writing it.
And they came up with the idea of the big bank that likes to foreclose on people. And
I think the lore is that you actually came up with the name. Probably
the two of you are you should take your show of the road.
He's the scientist, so
I figured
you're a scientist?
Well, he's an English teacher.
Well, I was an English teacher, but I also taught science, and I figured the Big Bang and the Big Bank together, that makes a pretty good combination, because eventually it all ties together at the end, so let's call it the Big Bank. And before you know it, they were writing a musical, and Jake took off 2 semesters from college. He was at Brown. Danny had just graduated from Michigan. And every single waking and sleeping hour, they took off and worked their butts off to create this musical. And they used their innate brotherly love and hate to like I said, to keep each other honest. There were fights, and about almost every line, every word, every syllable, every note. It was one of those. No, it was one of those.
So it should work then.
Huh?
So this should work then.
No, this should absolutely work. It was one. And
well, that's why. I mean, it was.
I
literally cannot imagine how anybody who's not brothers writes a musical together, and how it becomes good, because the only way it became good was that we would say whatever we wanted and fight
to the bitter
end.
Absolutely.
What is it about? Tie it up for me in a bow.
It's pretty easy. It's about a bank that loves to foreclose on people, and a guy who works there who falls in love with a woman who he's got to foreclose on her flower shop.
So not at all timely.
Oh, no. 16 years. What's so amazing is it was written 16 years ago with this feeling that
we just thought of my brother was freaking out about finishing college, and his friends were going to work at investment banks and having no lives, and so we just came up with the worst possibility of what greedy business could do, and that was it. We didn't think.
Had no idea.
And there's a Marxist conservationist in it who wants to blow up the big bank, and he's an environmentalist, so it's very topical in many ways.
Because the actors can really get into it. The language of the dialogue, the whole story about how this bank starts out this greedy, really inhumane kind of way they treat people, and at the end they see the light because some of the bankers develop a conscience and try to figure out whether they really want their life to be like that, whether they want to continue to cause misery and hopelessness to the folks they foreclose on. Eventually that brings the bank around, and we have a happy ending. So I think it's a good show to see for families as well.
So will people come to the show because it's timely, or it's just fun, or they're going to love the music?
It's all of them.
All of them.
That. Yeah.
It's timely. They're going to love the music because it really is great music, and it has great direction and a great musical director. I can't say enough about that because it's such a key element for the show to have all those great things in place.
Yeah.
And tell me about this troupe one more time. What are you trying to do? Where are you trying to go with this?
Go wherever it takes us, because there's so many things in life that we're dealing with. If we can just tackle what we're tackling right now and bring some awareness to what's happening, maybe we can make a change, not only for our kids, but for corporate as well.
And what's so nice is that your mission is youth, and this is a totally youthful show. There's an 11-year-old girl we didn't mention, Parsley.
Two. We have 2 Parsleys in the show.
The daughter of the Marxist conservationist, 11 years old, and she's in the show, and she's got 2 big numbers, and she ends up working at the bank, and instead of blowing it up, and
it's a totally family musical. There's nothing untoward about it, nothing gross, nasty. It's just sweet.
It's very respectful. And it is. It's really a family show.
But it's also irreverent and funny at the same time.
And religious.
And religious, that's right.
Did you leave anything out? It doesn't sound like it.
No, I didn't let them leave anything out.
Touched by
Yeah, it's
The
very
song.
touching.
Yeah, it is.
And the tagline is, life is alone.
right. That's the life
Yeah,
is alone.
Life is alone.
And is it
He
not?
giveth and he taketh away. That's the last song that the boss sings. When
Yes.
Don't bank on tomorrow.
Because every day is borrowed.
Every day is borrowed.
Don't give in to sorrow. Take a little time to live your life. So
Yeah,
life
life
is
is
alone.
alone.
it's perfect.
And the official candy
can you
bar
do?
for the show is Payday.
All right.
We repossess just that. Like it's the final one.
Okay.
Okay.
We repossess.
We take the things you used to call your own. We repossess, we redistribute, we got it all. We repossess, we read the patient